So, look at there. I'm straight up on time tonight. Okay, so I might be a minute early. All right, we got to figure out the TV thing again. Y'all know the routine. Um, always got to get all my boats in order. Lord have mercy. Well, now look at there. That was easy peasy.
It worked the first time.
Pretty much. That was easy. What are you doing?
Trying to find my phone.
Oh dear Lord, Mama done lost her phone, y'all. We got a calamity going on.
Always.
A calamity.
If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Mama done lost her phone. You know what that means? That means you got to call her on it. On your phones, how do you have people listed? Like, I got Mama as Mama. Now, not everybody would be able to figure that out, but I can. Nicole, hello, sweetheart. Nicole, I got to tell you something. First of all, I did not mean to offend with my swimming. Uh, Not that I think I really did, but you know what I'm saying. And, okay, please note, I have my lumberjack outfit on. Okay, because it's cold, Nicole. It is, well, it's 51 right now.
She's gonna laugh at
It's
you.
going to be 37 in the morning when we get up. For
I ain't
us,
getting up.
that's cold.
I'm staying in bed.
You going to stay in bed all day?
As long as it's cold.
All right, I do have some pertinent things to say today. Okay, my sister and I went to the Hobby Lobby. If y'all have never been to, hey Pearlman, how you doing, honey? If y'all have never been to the Hobby Lobby, it's a fabulous store. But I did real good. Now I don't know how to say your name. Mother, read it to me. But hello, honey. Mike, how you doing? I got myself a new book. I'm gonna do better this year. You think? Maybe? I'm gonna try. You know, I think it's important that we journal. I think,
Who's the him?
I don't know, that's what I just asked you. Uh, but I'm gonna try to journal some and keep up with stuff. Now, the other thing is, I do good with my calendar, you know? But I'm gonna try to do better. That's my goal. Hey, Juana, how you doing? Um, but I want to try to do things a little bit more organizational. Uh, yes, everyone is welcome. Even if I don't say your name, it's probably because I can't read properly. That's all. Like Pearlman, I know Pearlman, and I know Nicole. So these names come up easily for me. Um, I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone, please. That's not it. Do you like my lumberjack look, Nicole? Uh, I even have socks on that match. I'm very vogue. Um, but I was thinking about it. I think we need to try to find one thing a day to be grateful for. It can be something like easy peasy, like I'm grateful that I was able to open my eyes this morning. That's a good one, you know? But big or little, you need to be able to document some of this stuff so that when you go back and reflect, you can reflect, uh, on what's going on. Oh, Nicole, our holiday was fabulous. We got the baby for half of Christmas Day, and the other half she had to go to her mama's, which was. But then we got her back the next day, and we went on a little trip. Um, Hello from Chicago. My daughter used to live in
Oh, it's
Chicago, and
cold
we've been to
there.
Chicago a number of times. It's a little bit chilly.
Pizza.
Oh yeah, we do love that Chicago pizza. Delicious.
Yeah.
And there's this one place that does. Oh God, what they call it?
It's
Pizza pot pie. It's near Lincoln. The Lincoln Zoo. Um, but
Isn't it the Walker's Pancake House with it?
I don't know the name of the pancake house, but
It was
very good as well. But the with Christmas, Nicole, that grandbaby, oh mercy, Grandpa went nuts. He really did. I didn't go nuts. Grandpa went nuts.
super.
Oh, and okay, so we went to this resort thing, and it did this frozen Rudolph thing, and it's in this giant convention center. And this is in Orlando, and it was -9 degrees. And they loan you these coats to wear as you walk through and everything. Ooh, I thought of you. No, not me. It's not for me. Not for me. And I noticed that you were able to find homes for all your puppies. That's got a double-edged sword there. Yeah. But I'm glad you found them all wonderful homes, and I'm glad that, Grandpa there let Sammy keep one of them. And so the other thing is that I think that we all need to try to figure out what we gonna do this year. I got me a little list, and one of my goals is that I want to be healthier. I don't know about y'all, but that one's kind of hard because it entails me exercising, and I hate to exercise. Hey, Lori, how you doing?
Where's Nicole with her ring?
The other thing is that I think, I know for a fact I have to change my diet because for the month of December I was horrible, absolutely horrible. Just did whatever I wanted. Hey, Lucy, how you doing? And when we change our diet and we do our carnivore, because that's what works best for us, we do feel better and we are healthier and tend to do lose a little bit of weight. Lucy, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So we have that little goal, but we also have the goal of, and I'm not saying it's a resolution because to me a resolution is more solid and a goal is more flexible. But we want to get the yard in order and the gardens in order. And my husband bought me, Nicole, drum roll please, he bought me for Christmas, hey Real Outdoor Living, a heater, a solar heater for the pool. He bought it for me and the grandbaby. So he's going to, don't be snarky.
What's the truth?
It goes on the roof.
Of the house?
Out there.
Well, it looks like
The gazebo.
laying it on the ground.
No, it goes up.
Oh, on the gazebo.
Yeah,
okay.
on the gazebo.
That'll work.
I know. Anyway, so that's what he got me and the grandbaby. So hopefully we'll be able to swim soon.
Prada glasses.
Yes, you like my fake Prada glasses? Well, I can't afford the real thing. Oh, and I really wouldn't. I wouldn't do it anyway because that's just way too much money. I have seen some of the name brand, we got a lot of that stuff around here. A lot. And I'm sorry, I am not going to do it. It's just ridiculous. Escaping the suburbs. He can tell you, we got a lot of expensive places in the state of Florida. And You can spend a ton of money to be hoity-toity. I am not hoity-toity. Uh, and escaping the suburbs, I understand you and Lori are going to do a little live together. That's fabulous. Y'all, on here, I don't know how to do it myself, but put your information on here. Spread the love. Have people be able to come and see you and join you and all that good stuff. It's a community, and we all need to help each other. So do what you need to do on the live. It's quite all right. Anyway, the other thing that we got to kind of revamp our Christmas stuff a little bit because uh, Mama got some new containers, which is fabulous. They're a little sturdier than the other ones. So this weekend is going to be take down Christmas, which breaks my heart, but it's what needs to be done.
Oh, yay.
Yes, I'm very excited. I better write that down because I'm going to
Yes, you
forget.
have.
I will forget because I don't know. Sometimes my brain just. Do y'all have that? Like brain fog almost. Are y'all gonna ring in the new year together? Our new year consists of we'll have the grandbaby, and husband will watch football because Michigan
yay.
plays tomorrow. Letting heaven and nature sing. But and we're gonna do a little fire pit, roast some marshmallows out front, and that's about the extent of it. Mama might have a little glass of wine, but I don't partake in that. Caroline Country Home, hey honey, how you doing? I do try to get the Christmas decorations down before my birthday. Now I keep one tree up year round. So as far as the superstition thing goes, I'm fine. But I have to take it down when I got people here to help me because I can't reach the really tall stuff. We all kind of, Lori, I noticed we all kind of make the rounds to some of our more favorite people that we like to visit. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello and welcome. Jeff, hey honey, how you? I know Jeff's name.
Najumba?
I don't know, Najamba? I don't know. But hello. My husband used to decorate the palm trees out front, but they got so big now. When they were small, they were easy to do, but now they're huge and they're not so easy to do. Oh, see, Scott, you're right. It's only where the cool kids hang out. Oh well, see now I would do that if my children wanted them to stay up, they would stay up. But quite honestly, we got a new couch. Okay, it's a little bit smaller than the other one. Now the reason we got a new couch is because my husband didn't like the fact that the dog had scratched the other one. So now he bought this lovely cover for the new couch. You should have seen him getting that thing in here yesterday. Let's just say I went and hid. Can you see Max? Well, I suppose you can. I'm sure they'll come bebopping through here to get a little snack in a little bit.
Max.
Max is a sweetheart. He was mad at me today. He's not real fond of this couch. It's not as squishy.
It's not as big either.
It's not as big either, yeah. And so he's not real fond of it just yet. But I'm sure he'll get used to it because he is a couch potato. He and I were up at 4:30 this morning. Don't mind that. Well, I keep one tree up year round, Nicole, and that one stayed. It's what they call a pencil tree, and it actually stays in the dining room year round. And it has the ornaments that my friend Amy, who passed away, gave us, and so that's kind of that one stays up. And I'm
It was her
thinking,
tree, wasn't it? Wasn't it her tree?
I'm thinking about leaving the picture tree up, because it's kind of in a corner and out of the way. But yeah, our living room's pretty full, quite honestly. So we've got to try to do a little bit of um, getting a little breathing air.
We'll take down 5 trees.
Nicole, hey honey, how you doing? Oh, yours isn't Nicole. It's see, I can't read people.
Nikki Lee.
I can't read. I'm pitiful. And y'all don't. I got a little style
Try
going
Nikki
on in
Lee.
my Nikki Lee. Yeah, going on. It's very annoying.
Oh, that's sweet, keeping the watch hours up.
Oh, I do love that CL. And I was thinking about you today because I was at Michael's.
Dollar,
No, I was at Michael's. I know
Oh,
where I
okay.
was.
I thought you went to Hobby Lobby.
I did go to Hobby Lobby, but I also went to Michael's.
Oh,
And they
Lord.
had the wooden little Christmas ornaments that you can paint. And I thought about you. I thought, oh, I hope she's getting these while they're 60% off.
There's Stink Bug.
Stink Bug, how you doing? Oh, she's right here. She's sitting over here reading her little Kindle thing and making comments and talking trash that she don't know about, like that I went to the Michaels and also to the Hobby Lobby. I went with my sister. And we went to the Chick-fil-A and got us a peppermint milkshake.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, you were busy. You were sleeping when I
And I
left.
could have got one out at the Steak and Shake, and I didn't because I was going to go with you. Oh, I'm going tomorrow.
I was gonna say I'm free tomorrow.
I ain't free, but I'm reasonable.
Yeah, I'm free. We just gotta pick up the baby. Well, the pink tree, you're right, would be very, very pretty, Nicole, at Easter. And it's not too terrible in the way. Not like the other
This
ones.
little one as a Easter tree.
Yeah, but the pink.
Yeah, way too big.
CL, Escaping the Suburbs, said for me to tell you he said hello. I'm being nice to her. She's just causing some difficulties. She did go and do me a few errands today. She went and got the hamburger buns for our hamburgers. And she went and picked up the pictures that I got developed from our trip. So she's been busy. She's been helpful today.
I'm helpful every day. Even if it's just a taste test.
Yeah, she's good at the taste tester. And I got another amaryllis that's starting to bloom. Did you notice that, Mama?
I did.
It looks real pretty.
I wonder why. I guess they don't get enough water back there.
No, they get as much water as they've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you been back there? See, they're fine.
I can't go back there. I'm not
Oh.
allowed to.
She's complaining. Just ignore her. She's complaining. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Today, again, I was shocked, stunned, and amazed at the number of people who do not say, wave, smile, acknowledge that you have stopped your automobile to let them cross the street. It is shocking to me, absolutely shocking. When somebody stops and lets me go by, I wave and say thank you so they know. I'm just shocked, stunned, and amazed at people. Well, see now, Stink Bug, see, she's not mistreated in any way, shape, or form. However,
Wow, 986. That's even
Oh,
more than earlier.
Jeff, I did not realize that. I would love to hit 1,000 by New Year's, but that's not gonna happen. The hours. Do y'all have problems with the hours? Getting the watch hours?
Stink Bug.
And Stink Bug, that picture that you showed, well, I believe there were two, but there was one particularly of your grandmother, and her hair was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
She's a pretty lady.
Beautiful. She's beautiful. escaping the suburbs. Is it a little chilly down there for y'all too? I bet them iguanas are starting to fall out the trees. Beth, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Do y'all know that they do that? When we get temperatures that are cold, it like, I won't say it freezes them, the giant lizards. I won't say it freezes them, but it does make them fall out of the trees.
Thank you, stink bug.
Oh, stink bug, I would appreciate that. That would be fabulous. Beth, I am actually fabulous. CAM Productions. Oh yeah, I've heard the song Piano Man. Yeah, I've heard it. Heard it many a time.
Jeff. Falling from my head.
Well, you know what one of my fears is because of our coconut trees. Of a coconut tree falling out on my head when I walk outside.
In Malawara?
Okay, John. I have another friend but it's the middle of the night over there right now, isn't it? In Australia? Well, welcome.
He fell out on his head.
Oh, you fell out of the tree yourself? Well, I think we've all knocked our heads occasionally. How would I pronounce that? Kajal. I don't know, but hello. See, exactly. See, Nicole's gonna laugh at us for saying 55 is icicly weather, but it is. And I don't think people understand that the cold here is different than the cold somewhere else. Well, Stinkbug, I appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. Well, Jeff, you know.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, God, Pearlman. Ugh. Y'all, Pearlman, Nicole, y'all are up there. Beth. No, there was, I think it was,
I'm not sure about that question.
My real name is Tracy.
But call me Granny.
But everybody just calls me Granny. It's 30 there in Alabama. Ooh-wee.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're in Wisconsin, Peace? My daughter's in Wisconsin. She's a little nippy, and she has to walk back and forth to work. Saving Grace, hello, how you doing? You know, Stinkbug, I like the cold temperatures, too. Now, I wouldn't want to live in, like, what Nicole and them live in with that really cold for long periods of time, but a little coolness, I'm very happy with. It's true, Jeff. Jeff is correct.
And the wind really carries it up.
When you are accustomed to the warmth, when it starts getting 60 and below, you don't want to leave your house. And I can imagine, I have lived in the cold weather, and you don't want to leave your house, and I wouldn't leave my house.
Stinkbug wanting you something.
Yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. Stinkbug, I won't tell him anymore. Yes, Saving Grace, Jeff is in Florida as well, but he's a little bit further up than I am. You will have to protect us because we're kind of naive to the whole YouTube and internet world, to be quite honest. Oh, -4. Good Lord, have mercy. You're in Minnesota? Oh, no.
Minnesota.
No. Escaping the suburbs, Scott is even further south in Florida than I am. I don't do heat real well, and I don't do cold real well. I'm kind of one of those just middle of the road people.
suburbs.
Well, I think that Peace, I can do a few months of not so great weather, but I wouldn't want to do half the year nasty weather and half the year. I know Radar's bush camp. He's in Idaho, and literally, I mean, they're doing good if they get 3 months a year of good weather. Sir Stuart Lockwood. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mike, there are a lot of things to see and do in Florida. I will tell you that. If you can do the touristy stuff, or you can just do the stuff that it's kind of more real. See, you've got an invitation. Escaping the Suburbs, Scott has invited you to join our state for a few. Now, I tell you what, Mama went to the grocery store today. She went to the Publix. Scott, I don't know about down there, but you can't find a parking space. We've got way too many people here either visiting, snowbirds, that's what we call the people who come and just stay for a little while, or what have you. And it's just ridiculous. Oh. Yes, boats. There are quite a few boats in the state of Florida. We do think that it's cold. I mean, it's 51 right now, and for us that's cold. And then in the morning it's supposed to be 37. Again, a little cold for us. I mean, they don't cancel school yet, but it's a little cold. Oh, that sounds fun, to ride the motorcycle all the way around Lake Okeechobee. We've driven all the way around Lake Okeechobee a couple of times, but in a car.
Snowing in Michigan.
Oh, yes. Well, see, my husband, Michigan plays football.
Moved to Arizona, New Mexico, Jeff says.
It's true, Jeff.
We are running out of room.
It's not just that we're running out of room, but we're running out of, our infrastructure cannot support the number of people that have come to the, like, I had a friend of mine had to take her mother to the emergency room today, and they had to wait all day because it was so full, and there were no rooms in the inn, so to speak.
There's a new one, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? And the simple truth of it is, our infrastructure can't support it. Our schools, our hospitals, our doctors, all this, they can't. It's not going to take all these people. It just can't. Hey, Bobby. Hello, hard to please guy. Everybody is welcome, but everybody has to be civil. Plain and simple. Yeah, Jeff, I saw that we're going to be back up to 80 in no time. And that's fine. We don't ever turn our heater on, but our air conditioner definitely comes on. Oh yeah, Peace, you're a lot of people from New York and New Jersey, and it has to do with the tax stuff and the property. And so it's one of those things where even sports, because we do have a lot of sports teams in Florida. And so golf, a lot of golf courses, and like you say, the fishing and all that stuff. So it is a lovely place to live, but it's not going to be able to support all these people coming here to live. To visit is one thing, but to stay, no, it won't take it. It just won't. No, you can't trust the news. You're exactly right. And we do have a lot of industry. that seems to be starting to come in.
I think we need to do that, escaping the suburbs.
Yes, I can do that, honey. I just have to figure out how real quick. Let's see here. Cause you know how I am. I'm not the quickest. Live chat. Da, da, da. Where are you? There you are. There you go. There we go. Well, you know, Scott, escaping the suburbs. I am very I don't put a lot of people on as with the wrench because so many people get into trouble with that.
Oh,
Now, Stinkbug, I can tell you that escaping the suburbs, Scott is an excellent human. Well, Jeff, I agree. I do not encourage people to come here to live.
no law.
They can, yeah, exactly. Scott is exactly right. They can come down here and go to Disney World, and you know they can come down here and go to the basketball games and the football games and all that fun stuff for vacation, and then go back home. It's fabulous. When we were over there at that resort this weekend, it wasn't too terribly crowded, quite honestly. But there was a sizable amount of people. No, I don't understand all of it, Stinkbug. You got that right.
We need people like him.
The okay, so I saw that there was somebody on there, Wisconsin. I'm thinking I want to go see my daughter sometime, but I'm trying to figure out the best time of year to go up there. Well, you know, when I go to Orlando, and we do go to Orlando occasionally, we we go because the grandbaby absolutely has this love of a hotel room. Quite honestly, she loves a hotel room, and she loves room service, and who doesn't? And so her and Grandpa work up these little schemes all the time. Oh, I see what you're saying. July in Wisconsin? Well, I can take hot. I can take hot all right. Now, my daughter loves those Renaissance festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually in up there in the summer. Now here, they're in the winter. Oh, honey, you got that right, Scott. I mean, it does. It wears you out. It's expensive to go to Orlando. The restaurants, even the McDonald's, you know, what's normally a $6 Happy Meal is an $8 Happy Meal. Okay, I can go in June. I can pretty much go anytime. But thank you very much. Um, Mike, I appreciate that. S.
It's our official.
Okay, what are you official of? Hello, by the way. Uh, okay, Alan, you leaving us? You going to bed? I don't blame you if you are.
Mm.
Well, Stinkbug, I do know that the one does. Scott does. I do know he does because uh, we've actually chatted quite a bit. Full throttle, good evening, good evening. And I am just fine and dandy. How are all of y'all? How was all y'all's Christmas? Nicole, how was your Christmas? I think that Do any of you have New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals?
Florida Cracker there, SR official.
Where am I from? I am from Florida. Born and raised in Florida. When people ask me about where I'm from, that I don't think they believe me. I don't think they think that people in Florida have accents.
Hmm.
I think that Nicole is tired of the snow. This is just an observation that I've got. Yes, I actually know quite a bit about Scott. Um, oh, so she keeps drowning you in the snow, does she? Well, I have to say, a little bit of snow is kind of nice. But I don't think, and I've seen now Grizzly Warrior. She has got some beautiful snow pictures and videos, but I would not want to have to dig myself out of that mess all the time. Oh no, that's quite all right, Alan. You're fine. You're fine. I'm sure we can be friends as long as everybody stays nice and doesn't say ugly things. We're good. Yes, I am a small channel. You got that right, Stink Bug. But I'm slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. Grizzly puts up some beautiful, beautiful videos, and Nicole's got that. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's a whole bucket of puppies with the little red collars that would match my outfit tonight. They're adorable. Well, we are peaceful for the most part, don't you think? I think we are. The one of the other things I want to let y'all know. Uh you know, I was on Oki's channel. Some of y'all might know who he is. Anyway, he was being so sweet and he was telling everybody to put your information up there, and I agree. Put your information up there if you want more subs and so forth. Go ahead and do it. I do know your grandparents. We've chatted on the phone before.
We appreciate Steve.
And they're just precious. They're just absolutely precious. Um, yes, peace. Did you see those puppies? Those puppies are adorable. I think she's only got the one left now, the one they're actually going to keep. Okay, thank you, Pearlman. See, I'm glad you investigated the situation. Uh, there's a lovely, lovely little guy that is from Paris, and sometimes, and we chat, but it is interesting because I do not speak French. I know, I know that's a shocker.
Thank you, Stinkbug.
Thank you, Stinkbug. I appreciate you looking out for us. We I think most all of us are rather small channels. Uh but that's okay, you know. Uh like I said before, it's the getting the 1,000 subs, is the first goal, and then getting the more watch hours is another goal, which that's gonna be difficult, I know. I agree, Peace. You know, the chances are that you will never get monetized. I mean, that's just the simple truth because it's so difficult. I think they said that like only 8% of the YouTube people ever do. And I can believe that. But it's about the community that you build and the basically the friendships that you can
Exactly.
build. Passing information, if you've got something that hello James, if you've got something that somebody wants to know how to do, or uh, you know, uh, for
Sometimes
instance,
personal histories are
when
interesting.
when I was having trouble with my chickens, Nicole gave me some great advice, and it worked, and my chickens started laying eggs again. Um, and then if you want to know how to make something,
Now that would be
um,
nice.
not everybody knows how to do it, so we can all help each other. Well, Peace, I understand that. I wouldn't have 1,000 people in my house either. I quite honestly, when I have a small circle of friends that are like, you know, the ones that you actually go to their house, or they come to your house. It's very small. I understand that, Jeff, and I think that's perfectly fine. You don't want to be monetized. I get that. The only reason that I would want to be monetized is so that I can help other people, and so that our 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 capabilities to do good things. That's basically it. Yeah, Escaping has over 1,000 subs, and he has a lot of videos, and he's been on YouTube for a very long time. Oh yeah, Jeff, I watch the all kinds of things. The herbal medicine ones, the
Mainly off grid.
how you make different kinds of crafts. Um there's just a lot. Hey Joy. Um
Mainly off grid.
oh, hello Mainly. How are you? I'm doing great. I think that one of the things that I think is fabulous is like uh Scott and I are going to meet for lunch one day because we don't live that far apart from each other. That's Escaping the Suburbs. And so, you know, when you can make connection with people that are like minded in many ways.
Oh, Papa John, we're sorry.
Oh my, I'm terribly sorry that she does. Um, but you're welcome here anytime. I'm here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And I got a bunch of videos.
Hmm.
Well, now why did you delete them, Scott? That's interesting. The Scott finds this would be Escaping the Suburbs. He finds really interesting places to go explore on foot. Yes, Peace.
They like Max.
There are
Yeah.
Max. Yeah, he he's in bed. But he'll
Caleb.
come out.
Caleb, thank you.
Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm sorry about your mother's passing. That's very difficult, I'm sure. Oh, Ducky, hey, how are them dogs? How are them dogs, Ducky? They're so cute.
We need to communicate with Stink Bug off this.
The Oh, okay, I understand. All right, so you didn't really get rid of them. You just made them into privates. Okay. Yeah, because at some point I would think that you might would want to revisit them occasionally.
There's Ducky Pete.
Very good. I'm
Hello,
glad.
Ducky.
Nicole, I agree. There are a couple of channels that, you get kind of used to the names and the people, and you find out a little bit about people, and it's kind of comforting to think, okay, if I had something joyful to I wanted to tell people about, you can come on and tell people about it, and they actually, I think, they care. And the same thing if there's something that's sad or that you just need consoling about, you could come on and express yourself. And I think that's a very nice thing to do with the community that we're slowly building. Coach, hello, hello, hello. And thank you so much for your comment today when I spoke to you about my daughter and her being a vegan. That was very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Y'all, Coach has, she's going to help inspire me. And so y'all keep track of her. What? Yeah, I've already said hi to Ducky about 4 times now. She ain't paying attention. But thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. You too. You as well. The Coach she helps people be healthier, plain and simple. I appreciate that, Alan. Well, Peace, I'm pretty happy-go-lucky myself. Um, I can understand that, Nicole. There are people that live near me who I just assumed didn't, if you know what I'm saying. The other thing, you can find lovely artists who not just have art that they've done this way, but I'm talking about musical artists and physical dancing and so forth. It's lovely. It's just lovely. YouTube has got some good qualities. Got some bad ones, but it's got some good ones. Oh, we don't get a lot of company because Max scares people.
He hates them.
He does. Max scares people. So we don't get a lot of company. But even when we used to, other than my children, who I'm used to, I guess. I agree, Scott. I agree. Some of the people that I have met on here are extraordinarily dear to me. And I know that there are some who are becoming extremely dear to me. But what radar? Okay, if you are Nicole, are you talking about radar? My brother, he had to go to the doctor today to get the stitches out, but they didn't take the stitches out, so he's got to go back in 3 weeks. Problem, I can tell you, Radar's doing better. He really is. I've talked to him a couple of times. He is doing better. He had his foot operated on, and so he's a little bit sour. He has to spend all that time in bed or with his foot up, and it makes him grumpy, to be quite honest. And the weather's nasty, so that also makes him grumpy. Have fun in nature, that's okay. I appreciate people just popping in and saying hey. Um, well, I'm not exactly sure, Scott, what happened to Radar's foot, but he injured it when he was hunting. Uh, well, Jeff, he would take them out, but I don't think his wife Nancy would let him. She was kind of, shall we say, insistent upon this.
Have fun in nature.
Yes.
The
I appreciate the thumbs up. That is very nice. And Have Fun in Nature is y'all lovely channel. Go in and take a peek at it. Oh, you'll know in a couple of weeks if you've got the elk tag. He just sent me a video on my phone coming home from the doctor's office, and there was a whole bunch of elk. And he said they were going back up into the, I guess, the higher elevations. Did I remind you of something? If I did, I don't even know I did it. Yes, you'll have to let us know if you get them, Pearlman. Now, are you still going to go out there if you don't get the tags?
Well, that's nice.
Well, everybody needs a little more nature in their world because, quite honestly, well, it's good for your soul. Oh, you got to shovel snow? We used to have, not here, okay, obviously. We used to have a snowblower in Ohio. I don't know if we still do or not. Thank you, Jeff, for doing that. I appreciate that. Escaping the suburbs. I appreciate you all. It's so nice when people will find other channels through your channel. It just gives you kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling. Vitamin N. That's good. I like that. I always try to make sure I get my vitamin D. And Coach, I want to talk to you about vitamin B1. I'm doing a little research.
What? No, Joe. He's making fun.
I'm trying to read and keep up. I saw a little video the other day, and it was just the cutest little thing. It was a little tiny dump truck that apparently somebody got for Christmas, or front end loader or something like that. And it was remote control, and they were cleaning the driveway off with that little remote control. I mean, it'd take you all day long, but it was cute watching it. You know what? I would not want to shovel snow. I don't like to do manual labor. See, I lived in Delaware for a little while, and I didn't have to shovel snow because I lived on a military base, and they had airmen that would come and do that. But see, have fun in nature. See, yeah, I get the magnesium and I get the vitamin D3 and the K2, but I'm wondering what would be my best source for the B1. I'm thinking it's gonna be my pork chops, but I don't know for sure.
I have no idea what that's.
The no, stink bug. Coach is she actually knows what she's talking about. Yeah, Jeff, I only understand English myself. It's my only language. Stink bug, I love me a pork chop. That's just all there is to it. I love me a pork chop. And I'm a little picky about my sausage, but I do love a pork chop. I got a ceiling fan going. I always have a ceiling fan going. Okay, even though it is, a little chilly out there, oh, bacon. Oh, honey. Yes, Coach. Bacon it's my go-to. Uh, the thing with the ceiling fans, even if it's cold out,
That's funny.
I want my ceiling fan on. Yeah, I can do that, Alan. That's not a problem. I think.
Does he want it all?
Da 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 da. There you go. I think I did it. If that's what you want, sweetheart, I do whatever your little heart desires as far as that's concerned.
Well,
the other thing, I have to write these things down as I think about them. When we okay, so at the beginning of the year, my husband has to fill out like a projection of what vacation days he wants. So I sat here the other night and figured out when we can go on vacation, when we can take the baby with us, and when we can't take the baby. That was like a major thing. Sitting there trying to figure out when we're going to go on vacation.
When you going to have a baby?
Oh, my word. Okay, Jeff, you're all blue. Yes. Do you remember the Smurfs and the Smurfettes? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Good Lord, have mercy.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. No, it's just have fun. It is. Oh, good. I'm so pleased that you do. Have fun in nature.
Oh. Sorry, his granny's gone.
I'm sorry that your granny has passed. I called my granny. That would be my mother's mother. She was my granny. So when you have a grandbaby and you've got to pick out a name, and there's Mimi and Grandma and all these names, and I just was like, Granny was what made me feel the most comfortable. You have a whole nother channel all about Smurfs. Now, Nicole and Joy were my very first two, and they will remain on here as long as they ever wish to remain on here. The thing with Coach, I agree with you. The people who pass on, a little part of them always remains with us. Okay, Scott, your granny was your mom's mom too. I think it was a much more common
Especially in the South.
name for your grandparent, your grandmother, then now my one cousin, she is grandmama, and I think that's cute too. But I'm not really a Mimi or a Mim, or I'm not one of those. I'm definitely Granny. Peace. I agree. I agree. Joy or Nicole could call me at any time, and day or night, and I'm just fine with it. I agree. We all have to learn to love each other in our own special way. Um, and this is a lovely community. There are sweet, kind people on here, and the ones who are not being nice. Yeah, my grandfather, we called him Papa. And what'd you call your grandfather, Mother?
Grandpa.
Grandpa? Um, Now my
But now
granddaughter,
his kids called him Papa.
my granddaughter calls my husband Grandpa. So, um, you know, everybody get Nicole. What do
could
your
be a Southern
grandchildren
thing.
call you?
Yeah.
You called yours Papa. And it's funny because Baba. Oh, okay. So Lithuanian. Okay, I can see that. Okay, now that you say that, Julia, I can see that heritage in your facial structure. Nana and Papa. Okay.
Tell Stinkbug. And next time I'm on there, I'll show him I can wiggle my ears.
Okay, Stinkbug. Mother said next time she's on, she's gonna wiggle her ears for you so you can see her trick. Oh, Montana. Oh, merciful heavens. Isn't that cold? It's pretty, I'm sure. I've always wanted to go to Montana. I've been out west a little, tiny little bit, but not very much. Um, my, my not my sister, my mother's sister was, Nana. She hated you calling her Granny? Well, I could see where some people would feel like they were being aged. But I am aged, you know? You got 6 grown kids and no grandchildren? Did you not explain to them how that happens? See, he said you was already pretty enough.
He's so sweet. The
I've
Love
been...
Our Toy Pup, so is that a new one?
I don't know. I've been to Colorado and I've been to Las Vegas. Love Our Toy Pups. Hello and welcome. Okay, so your husband's mom is Granny. Very nice. Well, thank you, Love Our Pups. I appreciate that, Stinkbug. Thank you too. Really, you were chastised for saying yes, ma'am, and no, sir. My son is very good about his manners. My daughter, not so much. But it's just kind of what we do. We say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, ma'am, please.
Magic words.
Well, apparently, Juliet, you and Scott need to revisit your children and explain to them how this happens. Nice to meet you too. The I have to say that obviously if you've had 6 children, and you have two, Juliet, the joy of a grandchild is just it's so different.
It's
I guess
immeasurable.
I guess it's because you're reliving the moments of you having children, but you are also
Um,
really
force in
they
love with.
in the military you have to be quite respectful because I lived on base, so I know a little bit about that. Um, but I think that it's polite to say thank you and please and all that.
Some people don't like you to call them ma'am.
Well,
I think it makes them old.
you know, Juliet, there are children all over the world who would love to have an adopted grandparent. I know that there are children at the schoolhouse that they like almost
Clean.
that's like you're a magnet, you know. And even when we go out in public and stuff, there are children that like will be misbehaving, and I can just give them a look, and they'll stop. And their mothers look at me like I have done something. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I just looked at your child.
Give them the evil eye, the hairy eyeball.
Well, I have people who are my own age, okay, and their mothers or their family members are still alive and they're old like my mother. And they have said, "Oh, just call me Ellen or just call me Lois." Well, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I still have to call them by Mrs. So and so, and it's still yes ma'am and no ma'am, and a Mr. whomever, and I can't break that cycle. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that.
That's sweet.
That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Uh, when I was little, I mean, we're talking little. If I had not said thank you and please and yes ma'am and no ma'am, that little old lady over there would have bopped me upside the head.
You don't say thank you, you have to give it back.
Oh yeah, definitely. And my daughter had a hard time with wanting to not say thank you and please and
She's
stuff when she
stubborn.
was little. She was very stubborn. Ooh. So she did have to give stuff back sometimes.
But she's very thankful now.
It's true. When and even like today, oh yeah, I do that too. There's especially when it's a lady who's never been married and you still address her as Miss whoever, uh or Miss, like you say, Miss Patty, Mr. Bob, and then there's people you may not know their last name, but you know their first name, but they I guess it's a sign of respect more than anything. And the respect is just that they've lived on the planet for as long as they have.
In the South, the
We are raised, you're correct, Stinkbug. In the South, we are it's kind of hardcore driven into us that we are supposed to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you ma'am, please.
I think with Miss and Ms. it's a little difficult. To, they say Mrs. or Ms. or Miss.
Okay,
Ms.
they
is,
can't see you.
Yeah. Not told him. Well, that's the shame. He's right, Mike is.
Yeah, Southern manners. And it's funny because my husband, who's from Ohio, and they're not that they're disrespectful. It's not that he.
Different habits.
It's just different. The mannerisms, the It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's not taught in schools either anymore. I agree, Stinkbug. It's Miss Sally or Miss Debbie or
Miss.
whomever. The one of the things uh too, and I find it interesting that people feel like we have a divide of a racial thing, and it's like that is so far from the truth. Um, Especially where I live. I mean, my next door neighbors. I mean, I have neighbors of all ethnic groups, and we all get along just fine. Nicole, you are exactly right. If you look at a child sideways anymore, people will,
Take offense.
they do. There was a little girl when we was in Orlando. There's these fake rocks, okay, at the resort. And there was this little girl, she looked to be about 4. And she's climbing all over that fake rock. Well, we was all in this line waiting to get into this show. And her people were about 6 or 7 people back. And this little girl climbing all over this rock. And I knew she wasn't supposed to be climbing on that rock, but I didn't say nothing because she ain't my youngin'. Well, the little guy that works there said, honey, you need to get off the rock. And she didn't do it. So he come back over and told her again. And she finally got off the rock and she says, I don't know where I'm at. Now her people were standing way back there. And then none of them come up and get her. So, being Granny, I said, well, here, honey, I know where they are. And I walked her back there. Now, my child was within touching distance of me the entire time. And she behaved. I agree. Good people are good people, plain and simple. Peace, you're correct. And there are bad people of every facet, and there are good people of every facet. And it's our job to find out the good and the bad. I would like to go to Montana. I will go to Idaho someday because I got to go out there and visit Radar's Bush Camp.
John Sugar.
John, hello. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Oh, you lived in Idaho for a while. Well, Juliet, the guy that I'm talking about, I don't think you know who he is. Radar's Bush Camp. We went to high school. Well, we went to like 6th grade together. And he lives in Idaho. And he and I have done lives together before. Pour in with love. Hello and welcome. Oh dear, I lost. What was 28? Sure, I can say hello to your grandma, Stinkbug. You tell her I said hello.
And Happy New Year.
Oh yes, and Happy New Year. Now y'all aren't going to try to stay up and ring in the new year, are you? Or is she a late night lady? Mama is not. Well, I wouldn't say she's not a late night lady. She is till about 11 o'clock, and then the pumpkin
Bonkers.
The pumpkin comes along. Oh, okay, so you're going out there spring. Well, he lives in a very, very
Stacey.
small place.
Stacy's name.
Hello, Stacy, and welcome. Matt, Radar's Bush Camp, he lives in a really tiny little place in the southeastern portion of Idaho, near Pocatello, something like that.
Pocatello.
Yeah, Pocatello.
John Sugar 65.
See, yeah, we are definitely on the East Coast. We are on the really East Coast.
Oz Art. New.
Hello, Oz, and how are you? See, if you all, I will, if you subscribe, I will go back and look at your stuff. Now, when I'm on a live, I have a hard time, you know, until I can go back.
Happy New Year.
Stinkbug, you behave. Y'all ring in that New Year, but not so loud that I can hear it down here. Oh, your brother works in Polka Dot. Well, Math, in fact, that's, I think, where Matthew had to go today to go to the doctor.
Pours in with
Pours
love.
in with love. Yes, they were just here. Well, yes, this, my mother, she's my helper when I do a live. She likes to sit here and watch them and make comments. She helps me. It is a small world. You know, it's smaller than we ever think that it is.
Tina.
Okay, hello, Tina.
Oh, that's sweet.
The thing is, okay, so like Juliet, I found her rather obscurely. I believe it was through Okie, but I'm not absolutely totally positive. And I have so enjoyed her little, and they're short. So that's what I really, really love about it, is they're short, informative, and they're concise. And she will answer a question. And so these things are I like, you know, in a channel. Now, not to say I won't sit and watch along something, because I will. Okay, I thought it was Okie. But through other channels, we find people that have a like interest or something that we have in common or that sparks us to go, oh, that sounds interesting. I'd like to learn a little more about that. Yeah, Okie is he's a very kind man, and he cracks me up when he says things like, that he's not very attractive, because he's quite attractive. So he cracks me up. He made me laugh today when he was using his wife's spoon to dig dirt.
I don't know about that O.J. Simpson.
No, I don't know who that is. The other thing is like Escaping the Suburbs. He's Okie is cool, isn't he? He's gonna have Lori on there Wednesday at 8:00, and both of them are fabulous. So to put them both on the same thing is just going to be wonderful. Well, I don't own a homestead, but I've studied a lot about homesteads. Oh yeah, Juliet, Okie and his dad jokes. And did you see his Elvis squirrel today? Cracked me up. And I love the fact he does so much in a day. He must not have a real job. I mean, I don't have a real job either, but. Oh, I didn't know he was going to come on your channel. What day is he coming on your channel? I got to write this stuff down. Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll see you doing a little ad for it, but, you know.
That's sweet.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. having fun in nature. The good night, Oz. You have a fabulous New Year's Eve and a fabulous New Year. Okay, you think that he was a retired police officer? He looks like he could be a police officer, doesn't he? Not that they have a certain look, don't guess. Not anymore. The I love he's willing to try to plant almost anything. And I appreciate that because I do that too. Okay, I'm writing it down right now. 5 p.m. And that'll be on your channel, I take it. The okay, now this is my big news. Now Juliet already knows this, but me for January the 2nd, we're going back to our carnivore way of life for any number of reasons. Huh?
I said for me.
She can eat whatever she wants. I'm not going to force her, but I'm going to force me. And my husband's going to do it because he's gained some weight and he wants to get rid of it. But it's not just about weight. It's about all the other benefits that I see through it. And so y'all gonna get to go on that journey with me. Yes, meat. And I did do meat for 18 months, and it was fabulous. It takes a little getting used to. And I don't really like chicken. So it is bacon, eggs, butter, steak, and pork chops. Occasionally some sausage. And I don't really do processed foods, meats at all. Lunch meats and stuff like that. Yes, there's Coach Juliet. Fabulous lady, fabulous. Well, I used to eat chicken, but I would only eat white meat. And anymore, I don't know what it is. I just don't.
It's stringier than it used to be.
Something about it. I just don't.
It's all the stuff they put in it.
Well, you might have to, Stink Bug. She might need you to fix her a taco or something once in a while. But the truth is, we're not going to starve her. We'll throw her in a baked potato or a salad or whatever,
And give me whatever I want.
As we get further into it, I will occasionally have some asparagus, and that or some mushrooms. But other than that, I really don't go off of it. I stick pretty strictly to it. You can't do pork anymore? Oh, your blood pressure's too high. Well, no, you don't want to do anything messes with your blood pressure, I'm sure. Okay, so you're from the Gaza. Welcome. Oh, I love mushrooms. In fact, see, this is why we can't start until the 2nd. I've got the stuff to do crab stuffed mushrooms. They're delicious.
Making him hungry.
See, but you know what? Having some eggs is really good for you. Now, I have chickens, so we have plenty of eggs. But I like my eggs a little different than everybody else does. But yeah, bacon and eggs is what I eat when I get hungry. I don't get hungry first thing in the morning, and you don't have to eat first thing in the morning. The hard part for me is my initial no coffee because I like a lot of cream in my coffee. So initially, I have to not have my coffee and I don't do the cheese initially. Now that later on, that may come in. But for right now, just gonna be good. Oh, stink bugs always showing food. Always showing food. We we do, those of us in the South, and stink bug is in the South. Hello, Stacy. Food is a very important thing in our lives, and that's one of the things that I have to.
Count jar.
Oh, okay. Hello. How are you? It's okay. We just, most of us don't read Arabic. Sorry. Um, we anyway, those of us in the South, you know, everything's focused around food. And so I have to, for myself, break that and make it not as important as it always has been in my life. And I have to do that for not just weight, but for all the other health benefits that I get from being on a more strict carnivore diet. And while I can't explain all of it and how it works, Coach Juliet can. She knows her stuff, and she has others who help her in explaining it. So, Stacy, hello, hello. Did I not say hello to you? I'm sorry if I did not. Yes, the carbs are what kill me. I love carbs. I love bread. Love bread. Absolutely love bread. I love. I Sugar is okay, but bread is the main thing, and I I have to be very careful with what I'm gonna drink. Well, I've already done carnivore diet for 16 months, well, 18 months actually, before. Now, the month of part of November and all of December, I totally went off everything and just did whatever I wanted. Uh, it works very, very well for me personally. Um, oh, that's wonderful, Scott. Yeah, the bread, the pastas. I can't do potatoes. I found that there are. I started off initially with doing a Whole 30. That was my initial foray into figuring out what aggravated all of the various symptoms and things. Um, yes, I do not have high blood pressure. Uh, I use a nice quality salt, and I use quite a bit of it, to be quite honest. I use Redmond's. Um, I love the Redmond's cherry smoked salt. Delicious. And I do partake in quite a bit of butter. That I get at Costco. It's delicious. If you get a high quality sourdough bread and you do it occasionally, I don't think that it's going to have any adverse effects. But for me personally, um, I have to go cold turkey for a bit. Hello, Tiffany. Yes, they did, Scott. You're exactly right. And the whole thing with the seed oils and we all hook, line, and sinker fell for all of it. Just like the Kellogg's cereal people, we fell hook, line, and sinker for it, and it's not what we need. Yes, when Coach is right. I don't, I'm not on any medicine. And it's solely from the fact that, um, I did the carnivore thing. Um, but that, and it does. I'm not saying it would work for everybody. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't know squat. I'm just a person who has battled with various health issues and who has fluctuated in my weight a number of times.
Traveling walk homes.
Okay, poor. I was pre-diabetic, and the it helped me tremendously. Oh, Jeff, please. A Captain Crunch, a please. You're worse than my grandbaby. I do like certain herbs that don't seem to bother me. Basil doesn't bother me. Rosemary doesn't bother me. Well, I think that every person has to figure out for themselves, and that's what Whole 30 uh, does for you, because you basically knock out most everything and then slowly add stuff in to see what does affect you and what doesn't. Um, See, exactly, the arthritis goes away. Um, your cravings, like you say, they convert to, and you're right. Sugar, starches convert to glucose. It's just it's a vicious circle for some of us. Some people don't have any problem whatsoever. Uh, See, the Whole 30 helped you. See, my sister is a full on Whole 30 person. Um, Oh yeah, have fun in nature. I bought everything coming
What did
down the
you
pike.
notice?
And the simple truth of it is we we control our own destiny. While we may not want to admit that, we do. And you can go any number of ways. You can try to do it through your own personal dietary situation. You can go to a doctor. You can go get those shots or take the fancy pills or whatever. There's any number of ways to deal with all these situations. My This is only for me and me alone. I know the path that works for me, and that's the path that I'm going to take. Exactly. You are exactly right. We are all different. We all have to find what affects us. Like, I know that for my mother, okay, the broccoli, the those there's quite a few of the certain vegetables she shouldn't have. They'd make her too gassy. Uh, Dr. Ken Berry is one of my absolute favorites. I've probably watched everything the man's ever put out. Um, yes, and Dr. Keltz as well. I have watched literally hours of them. Um, I have the Whole 30, and it's a fabulous book. Traveling with Combs. Hello, how are you? And welcome. Jeff,
Bye.
bye, sweetheart. See you next Tuesday, honey. Well, we all have to make our own health choices. And the simple truth of it is, for a jump, the Whole 30 is a great jump. It's a great place to try to figure out what exactly is going to be your niche and your path to your overall wellness. Uh, Now they'll tell you need to consult a doctor. You need those are your parameters. But do what's good for you.
Careful.
I think that when Gotham, hello, happy morning to you as well. I think when you find the right place for you in the dietary world, that you'll know it. You'll know where you are. I said hello to them.
How about the Mudalsa?
Udasa, good morning, and how are you? Happy New Year! It's already New Year over there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you can it's just like when you are looking for your career. You may go in and study to be one thing, and then realize that's really not the path. The same thing applies with food. You have to find your path. And that's my thing. Exactly. You are exactly right. We all have to find good help.
I gotta go to bed.
Good night, Mother.
Good night,
Y'all,
everybody.
Mama's going to bed. So I told you she can't stay up too late. Well, I think that you are right in one way.
That's nice.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody has a different way. And Juliet and I were talking earlier. We spoke a little bit about the fact that my daughter's a vegan. So it's very strange that, I'm definitely not a vegan. Have fun in nature. Good night. Oh, they're telling you good night, Barbara.
Good night, boys and girls. Y'all, Happy New Year.
The simple truth of it is, at 62, almost 63, I have lost over 100 pounds on 2 different occasions. And then this last time I lost 70 pounds. Now, I've probably gained back about 20 pounds in the last month and a half because I've eaten whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. So I know how to lose weight. I know how to exercise. But I had to find something that I would actually be able to live with. And for me, carnivore does meet that. See, I'm not on any meds, and I was having to be very careful with my sugar, so much so that my vision was being affected. I do not have that problem anymore. It's gone. I also had the irritable bowel thing. It's gone. So you've got to do what's best for you. But the only way to find that out is by an elimination of certain things to figure out what it is. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Consult an expert. But do some research. Don't go in blind. Don't just take the word of the food pyramid. The food pyramid is not the ruling factor. Yes, bacon. See, I have thought about all of those. I'm with you. I mean, I did the Nutrisystem thing. I did not have gastric bypass. But I do know people who have. And I had a cousin who passed away during the surgery of it. Well, see, I think that unfortunately, doctors are not really given a lot of nutrition training. And the nutrition training that even nutritionists are are taught, because I did go to college briefly to become a nutritionist. This was a long time ago, people. And the information and the things that were given to me were quite honestly totally and completely wrong. See, I love me some bacon. I'm sorry. And people who can't, I feel bad for people who can't eat pork. Oh, mercy, that's a lot of medication. That's a lot of medication. Try just the simple fact of yes, happy new year to everyone. Try a simple elimination diet. Uh I know that a, a registered dietitian with knowledge of holistic healing is always good. Um, I don't have to give up pork, and I don't have to give up bacon. I don't have to give up, you know, and you really don't have to give it up, but you eliminate it for a period of time. It's an experiment, and see how your body reacts. And your body will let you know what you can and cannot do. I I totally and completely agree with you, Coach. I totally. I think that people who have never had any weight issues in their life at all, first of all, they're they're blessed. I mean, and there are people who are struggling to gain weight, and there's people who struggle to lose weight. I've never been one to struggle to gain weight. For hot flashes, well, Pearlman, I tell you what, I will be more than happy to look that up in my little handy dandy books, because I have quite a few of them. If you've never seen Barbara O'Neill, okay, Pearlman, Barbara O'Neill, is on YouTube, and she is fabulous for holistic remedies. Barbara O'Neill, wonderful. She's got quite a few. I think she's got 2 or 3 books now. Uh, and she has all kinds of remedies for all kinds of things. Hey, CL, welcome back. Well, yeah, you've got to do what's best for you. And that's just the simple truth. Red clover, okay. I've got, you know, I've got my mullein and for any kind of congestion, and I there's quite a few things. Well, bless your heart, Carmen. Uh, that I use that are a holistic, that instead. Um, yes, Barbara O'Neill. Um, I believe Doug and Stacy have talked about Barbara. Um, Wonderful, wonderful. I knew who you meant, honey. Carmen, thank you for coming by. Yes, do look her up. I love mullein. Mullein is one of my favorite. Comfrey is another one of my personal favorite things. Uh, Soursop. I have a soursop tree, which I'm very proud of my soursop tree. Uh, well, I don't have a scientific degree, but I'm also not a village idiot, stink bug, and I do quite a bit of research, and I do heavy duty research as though I were in school. To I don't think everybody has to have a degree to have knowledge. That's just my own personal opinion. But everybody does have to do what's best for them, and they have to, even if they go to a doctor and get whatever prescription or whatever, don't just blind take it. Do some investigative work into it. Well, oh no, I didn't think that you did, stink bug. No, no. Well, see, Coach, I have a number of friends who are doctors, and in fact, when I lived in Delaware, one of them was going to school to be a doctor, and that was at the same time that I was going through infertility and having to go to a fertility doctor. And it was amazing that I knew more about fertility and infertility and women's reproduction than he would ever know. And now he's a general practice doctor, but let's face it, that's who you see the first initial visit of any type nowadays. That's who you see. You see a general practice. And so if they are not knowledgeable in different aspects, they have to refer you, or they're supposed to refer you. They don't always refer you because sometimes it's just easier for them to just write you a prescription. And that's not necessarily the path that you want to go on. It might be, but it might not be. Okay, the whole feed just went dead. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I think that when you have an issue, well, okay, we will see you. Oh Lord, 2:45 a.m. Well, you've got to get to bed or whatever it is you do at 2:45 a.m. That's my sleeping time. Well, we'll be back again on Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so you feel free to come by. You know, the neuropathy thing, I have been doing a little studying on that. I don't have that, but it fascinates me. Now, I don't blame the doctors. Quite honestly, how can they possibly learn everything? I mean, I'm amazed at a vet, quite honestly, because a vet has to learn all these different species. And so I think a lot of times it's harder to be a vet than it is just to be a human doctor. That's just my own personal opinion. I have a lot of personal opinions. And they're not all right. They're not all wrong either. I enjoyed our evening together too. Have fun in nature. I hope to see you back, and I will continue to look for you as well. Ski, hello. I guess I have kept you all on here for quite some time, haven't I? Well, also, I need to ask y'all, sometimes I don't know what y'all want to talk about. I can talk about a lot of different things. And you're exactly right. There's most doctors now do have specialties, but you got to pay extra for that, or at least for me, you do. Thank you, Joy. We do appreciate anybody that's going to bed. Coach, you go to bed early. I'm just teasing. 9:49. Yeah, I won't go to bed for a little bit longer, but all my other people are. Well, my husband's got to work tomorrow, but he's only going to work part of the day because he's got to be home for that Michigan football game. Michigan's playing Texas. Oh, you're Pacific time. Okay. Well, see, Radar's Bush Camp, I don't know what he is, but he's on a different time zone. And so when we would do them together, he thought 8 o'clock was just way too early. It's like, well, I can't be coming on in the middle of the night. Mama will be asleep. My helper's asleep. Did y'all notice my nails tonight? My sister said they were tacky. I thought they looked festive. You know, for the new year, bringing it in. Well, Coach, I got up at 4:30 this morning. I was not happy. I usually get up at 7 every day, at least by 7. Normally more than that, earlier than that anyway. Well, you know, the eastern coast, or the eastern side of the United States, has more populace than the entirety of the rest of it. There's just more people. We're squished in here. And we're getting more squished in here, aren't we, Scott? Well, we do have a lot of them that live in Florida, Julie. It's true. See, Julie, did you notice I got a new book? This is my book. I'm going to track what I'm eating and how I'm feeling about it, and the side effects, and, you know, all that good stuff. I have them for every year, but this one's going to be devoted specifically to the food. And then I've got the other one that's, you know, more for, playing with the grandbaby and, you know, all that lovely stuff. Oh, you got a kitty on your tummy snoring? Our kitty doesn't really come out in the living room. Her and the dog don't get along. They fight. We do have a lot of people here. We really do. Oh, you didn't have to tell me that, Scott. I just got this book today at the Hobby Lobby. $3.47. And it doesn't have any dates or things in it, but it is lined. So I thought that would be good, because some days you want to ramble a little bit more about the experience, and then other days you just don't even really want to talk about it. Devin, hey, what's up with you, honey? Oh, well, yeah, we're not real warm right this minute. Oh, Lord. So we was over there at the, what you call it? Gaylord Hotel, Gaylord Resort. And they've got the lazy river. I made a little brief video of it. That water, I personally thought it was 73. I thought that was cold. For me, it was cold. I did it because the grandbaby wanted me to, but it was cold to me. Stink Bug, thank you. And thank you for your help in that. Oh, the metal signs at the Hobby Lobby. I noticed them too. I thought about getting my husband a Ford one because he loves him some Fords, but I resisted. I really didn't buy much at all. I was quite proud of myself. The thing of it is, this is my problem. You know, I love a little Christmas ornament, and I purposely waited until now to go because I knew everybody else is going to rush the store and buy up stuff. So there really wasn't that much in there for me to buy. And see, 73 is cold water. And so I was like, thank God those people bought all that. But they did have Christmas trees. But they still was pricey. Like, no. Oh, you like the Jeep ones? My brother-in-law has an old Jeep. And Radar, he has an old Jeep. And they like those old Jeep ones. Um, if I was very disappointed I did not win that giant lottery because I wanted to buy me an old truck. I'm talking old truck. Oh, 72 is too cold. It's too cold. Oh, see, I love my Mustang. Well, see, I thought I would be lumberjack. Only time I can ever wear a flannel shirt. You know that, Scott. It's too hot the rest of the time. Well, see, I thought about you, honey. They had the most beautiful artist slanted uh, desk thing, and it was only $99. And I looked at it and looked at it, and I thought, oh, she would like that. And I looked at it and I thought, I would like that. But then I thought, where would I put it? Oh, I've got to purge. I've got to purge, and I've got to put stuff in better organizational because, well, let's face it, my house is only so big, and we've had a lot of people who've passed and left us their stuff, some of which we can get rid of, and some of it we need to keep. Oh yeah, see, they told us on the weather. Let me look right here. Yeah, they told us it was gonna be 37 here. Which for us that's cold. How cold is it supposed to get down there with you, Scott? Scott's a little bit further south than I am, and CL is a little bit further north than I am. And Jeff, he's up there a little north too, but I think he's done gone to bed. Stinkbug, you're so cute. Well, the thing is like, oh Lord, I had my closet thing break one time. That was a disaster. And we need to do some purging on like getting rid of shoes and clothes. And I did do getting rid of. I did get rid of like I got rid of all the Teflon pans, and I got rid of all the plastic ware. Uh, and I only use glass now. Um, Okay, you're in California. Oh, that is cool for Southern California. Or is it not? Are you in the deserty part? Okay, you're making gingerbread. Gingerbread's not really hard to make, and it depends on what you're gonna do with it. Okay, 42 isn't horrible, Scott. It's a little, you know, 42 is sock weather. You know what I'm saying. There gets a point where you got to put socks on. You can't wear your flip flops. Oh, I don't even own a heavy duty jacket. The one that I did have, I left in Ohio because I never wore it. I got like little denim jackets. Well, they're not little, but you know what I mean. They're denim jackets. Okay, so you're half desert and half valley. Okay. Um, we have a lot of agriculture in Florida. I know people don't. We also have a lot of ranching. I don't think people realize how big the ranches are here in Florida. You had to get the heater out there, did you? Well, we I don't we have a space heater, but our like you know air conditioning heating thing, I won't let them turn it on. I'm hateful. I am hateful. I won't let them turn it on because the minute you turn it on, it gets I mean, like that oppressive heat to me. What I tend to do is cook something in the oven. I'll put a roast or something in the oven, and if I light up our oven, our kitchen and living room are like kind of open to each other, so it heats up the main living area. Now it doesn't heat up the bedrooms, but you go into bed, put an extra blanket on, you'll be fine. Well, yes, stink bug. I mean, Texas and Montana, those places have huge ones, but we also have very large ones. Um, yes, and now is that ranch okay? This is another thing, Scott. You may not, you probably know all this, but the Mormon Church owns the largest amount of property and the largest ranch in the state of Florida. Yeah, I don't like to turn my central heat on um, at all. 300 acres is not a piddly amount of property. Stink bug. We have a little place up in Ohio, and there are people that, well, there are people who don't own anything for one, but there are also people. Yeah, see, Scott, I do not turn on the heat. I mean, I just don't. Now, when my babies were little, and you'd get them out of the tub and this and that, I would turn the heat on. Or early in the morning, if it was really cold for them to get ready for school and stuff. But since they're all grown and all this stuff, nope. I don't even do it for the grandbaby. I can just wrap her up in a nice warm towel out of the dryer. Okay, Harris Ranch. Well, see, now we have a little in Ohio, we have little space heaters for the bathrooms because I don't like to get out of the shower and be like freezy cold. But even when we're up there and it's cold, cold, I don't like to turn the heat on when I'm trying to sleep. And it drives my husband absolutely bonkers. And I like to have the fan going. Even if it's cold, I want the fan going. I think part of it, well, part of it's just the circulation of air, but also it's the sound. I like to be able to sleep with that the sound of it. And it's not like it's a big sound. It's a little sound, but I like it. And when I don't have it, it discombobulates my sleep pattern. And I have a hard enough time sleeping without that mess. Well, I would think that by now I'd be over that menopause stuff, but who knows? With all those hormones and all that wackadoodliness that they did when I was trying to have my babies, God only knows what they did to my system. But, well, I see that it is time for most people to go to bed. Anyway, the East Coast to go to bed. You West Coast people can party all night long. I hope everybody has a safe New Year's Eve. Stay off the roads if at all humanly possible. And the other thing is count your blessings. When you wake up and it's 2026, you need to say thank you to whoever it is you say thank you to. You need to say it. And set some goals. I'm not saying astronomical, out of the question, I can't do this type goals. I'm talking about little goals. Clean out the junk drawer. It's a little goal. I'm not saying I'm going to clean the garage. No, I'm going to clean the junk drawer. Little things You peel away layers, and that's the best way to do it. Coach, you go to bed, sweetheart. You need some sleep. How you gonna get us all healthy if you're wore slack to a frazzle? Um, Moderators, Joy, Stinkbug, Nicole, thank you. And of course, Scott Perlman. Y'all, thank you very, very much. And I'll be here again next Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a report on how well I'm doing with my carnivore. I might even peel this thing off and let y'all see my new couch. I helped pick it out. It's much smaller than the other one, though. I think that's why the dog don't like it, and it's a little harder. I will talk to you all later. Thank you very, very much. And those of you who join, new people, thank you very much.